I've been here for 20 minutes, and I had good service the whole time, making TikToks and shit. So, all right, I'm ready.
And your face is like, oh, not again.
I was like, she's gonna kill me. You guys do not understand. Everybody that is in this live, this girl right here is literally one of the most professional people. Like, I truly mean it. I watch a lot of people on social media, and you are definitely one of the most professional. And I'm watching you interview soccer players, Cubs players. So I'm nobody to be like, you wait for me. You know what I mean? So I'm here though. Currently, we're going camping. So where our campsite is at, it's 30, 40 minutes in. So I was like, I got to pull over to Fossil Creek, you know, and I have good service. So let me know if anything changes, but I think I'm good right here.
Look, it says, you heard us, Luciano.
For real. We're not going back to back on Saturdays for this. No, I'm not gonna hurt you twice.
So now when somebody asks, you know, have you ever heard somebody be like, yes, Aileen, I've heard Aileen.
For real. That was last week, I'm telling you. So, but hey,
so we're with us, yeah.
The phone charged at 100%. I'm telling you, I'm ready this time.
That's good. That's good. Oh, look, Mike's Bank from State 48, and you have his shirt on.
I do. Shout out to Mike one time, you know, Gil Negrete as well. Yeah, I have yet to meet Mike, but definitely will meet him and hopefully work with him sooner or later because I see him doing a lot of great.
Tell us how Who Hurt You was born.
Who Hurt You started mid the year of 2018. I want to say summer of 2018, or a little bit after that. We were on the way to Rocky Point, Mexico. So there's like two different ways Who Hurt You began. You know, I have a big shout out to two people. One of my cousins, Betsa Bell, and then another homegirl that actually passed away. Her name was Taylor. They were the big part of Who Hurt You. One of them, you know, had a boyfriend issue on the way to Rocky Point, and, you know, we kind of used that in the sense of pretty much she was very mad at a guy that, you know, got hurt, you know, and I didn't know Who Hurt You yet. You know, they were kind of mentioning it a little bit, but I really never truly, like, you know, like added it, you know, and long story short, so she was pretty mad. She said, you know, if I could cuss, guys ain't shit, you know, guys ain't nothing, guys ain't this. And I'm like not trying to be that guy to be disrespectful back. So I finally was just like, who hurt you back, you know, and they didn't have an answer to it. And then I was like, all right, then that kind of was like a little bit of the beginning. And then me, with the things that I do with social media, being out there as far as work, being in the club scene, being on social media a lot, I started to get a lot of, I mean, I've always had it, you know, a lot of random guys hating on me, you know, just, you know, mad because of what I do for a living. And, you know, I'm pretty much living my best life and getting paid for it. And so I was like, I could easily be that guy to reply to every single one of them and fight every single one of them and all this. But I'm old now, you know what I mean? Like, maybe if you were to call me at my 19, 20-year-old, I'd be throwing some hands, but I'm way above that in the negativity and, you know, all that negative stuff, you know, and I finally was like, when I get these long paragraphs of how much people hate me and how much they're going to find me, and even though I'm at the same two spots every weekend, I just started saying, who hurt you? And one of the guys, I have a story, one of the guys that didn't like me, I said, who hurt you, sent him literally a sticker, who hurt you? And he didn't reply to it. He was like, oh, whatever. Or he did reply. He was like, oh, whatever, da-da-da. I'm not going to cuss a lot. So he's like, just imagine a guy mad at somebody, you know, just whatever, you ain't this, you ain't that. And 3 weeks later, because what had happened was the girl he was dating at the time, we had took a picture at the club. I take photos with anybody. If you want a photo with me, I mean, I'm going to take it. You know, I'm grateful for that you actually want to take a photo. And he wrote me. He was like, hey, I just want to let you know, the girl lied and said that you guys had sex. And I was like, wow. So, like, you know, and it turned into that. And I literally just took a photo with the girl. And that was it. I didn't take the girl home. I didn't hang out there. I don't even know who she was. And so pretty much, yeah, that's how the brand started. You know, I continue to use it. A real good friend of mine, Isaiah, the muted rapper, he was born without a jaw. I was seeing a lot of his negative, you know, a lot of people were commenting negative things like, how do you eat? How do you do this? How do you do that? And he's a real good friend of mine. And I kind of just gave it to him as well. I'm like, yo, just use this, man. Don't even worry about replying. Don't worry about letting that get to your head. And it kind of turned into, in a way, an anti-bullying thing, but at the same time, a brand that you could be real. Because people are like, hey, you can't fully say it's anti-bullying because you be saying every Friday some, you know, who hurt you additions. And they're not the nicest things, but it's just about being a straight, real person. You know, it's about the things that people won't talk about, you know, and talk, especially when they go against me. Like, I'm gonna go after you. You know what I mean? But that's pretty much how Who Hurt You started, and it's growing and growing. Literally, like right before I hopped on here, I dropped another edition, Who Hurt You shirt and a Who Hurt You mask. They both glow in the dark, something different.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm always working. Like I said, I'm trying to vacation as much as I can. I'm currently trying to camp right now, but at the same time, I promised you, and I could have easily told you, no, we'll do it tomorrow. But I definitely wanted, to make this up to you, and we out here. The service is great. I'm low-key in the middle of nowhere, so I'm blessed right now. I'm lucky, but at the same time, always working.
As well, thank you so much for giving us the time. And then, yeah, Who Hurt You started from like something big, and now it was like I see everybody wearing them on their shirt. And then you have a song. You have a song. Who Hurt You song.
I have 2 songs.
2 songs. I only heard one.
Yeah. So first things first. I gotta give a big shout out to the Renegades, Dan G, Megawatts. One day they had hit me up. They're real good friends of mine. They were like, Luciano, come over to the studio. We want you to do like a skit before a song, an intro. And I was like, 100%. I'm down. Let's do it. And then they were like, all right. They're like, do you mind if you say Who Hurt You how you say it? Which I say, Who hurt you? Like I do it in a different way. I was like, sure, whatever. And I say it, and then they, did their little thing, whatever. And then it was like 5 minutes later, they're like, press play. And I press play. And then I do my intro, hey, what is going on? This is Luciano, Who Hurt You? And then they surprised me with the song. I had no clue. I didn't call them and ask them, I didn't, hey, make a song about me. That's not what I did. It was literally a surprise. And I'm so grateful for that. I appreciate them so much. The song has actually been played on Eminem's radio station, Shade 45. So that's something really huge. They got to perform it in Denver for a big festival out there. Performed it at the Arizona Super Show, which is really huge out here. And it's a blessing, and it's really cool that, I didn't have to ask for it. I think that's the best thing is when you receive something you don't know about, you just like get it. And especially when it's about your brand, it's something really, really like grateful. I'm grateful for, and I'm blessed, and then I recently just got another song, same pretty much exact situation, except I wasn't on it. My guy, A-Dub, a very talented artist, a very talented videographer, photographer, actor. He does it all. And he's like, yo, I got you with the Who Hurt You Part 2. And I was just like, whoa, like it's just so cool how people, people are just, blessing me with things about my brand. Because whatever I put my name on, my name is really huge to myself. Whether you respect it or you don't, my branding is really huge. I'm going to be behind it 100%, just like anybody else would, and it's growing, and it's amazing to see these people from out of state are hearing it, from it, and are rocking the merchandise, taking pictures in New York, taking pictures in front of the bridge in San Francisco. I've had 4 orders go out of the country, 1 to the UK. This was before the whole coronavirus. 1 to Singapore, which was expensive to ship. I did not, but it was a blessing, Another one to a couple of my friends got married in Iraq, so they were rocking that. That was really cool. And then I have another friend that's wore it in Greece, I believe. Greece.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But these are like, I mailed it. I don't know how it happened, but I mailed it. So it's not like a friend grabbed it and then took it over there. It was like me personally mailing it to the people that live out there. So it's getting bigger and bigger, and I'm excited. I'm excited for the next step. And, with the whole quarantine thing going on, and, pretty much I know we're supposed to stay home, even though I'm currently camping, but I'm away from everybody. It's only 2 of us. So, I'm currently just focusing on throwing new merch out. Like I said, like right now at 7 o'clock, I literally threw out something. So it's really cool.
Yeah. Somebody just commented they got their glow in the dark order. That's so cool.
Yeah. So that's what I did. I was like, I just watched a movie called The Signal. And it was like an alien movie. And this was the first alien movie that I actually truly liked. So that kind of gave me the idea. I'm like, I'm gonna do some glow in the. When I see glow in the dark, it just reminds me of aliens.
Aliens. Well, the aliens are here now, so hey.
I think they're here.
They're here. After
watching that movie, I think they're here. Can you give me a beer?
They're right behind you. Just don't turn around yet.
I know. If they take me, I'll be a Who Hurt You alien in outer space. I don't mind.
And then Luciano, you've also been in a movie, Sweet Bread.
Sweet Bread, the movie, yeah. Sweet Bread, the movie was filmed 2016, and it barely got released this year. So 4 years later, very grateful to my guy Albert, to my guy Sam, Visions 22. It was just a random, like, they just saw my social media. They're like, yo, you want to be a part of a movie? And I was like, of course, I'm up for anything. I don't really go looking for things, which I should start more. But when somebody hits me up, I'm all for it. And it was a blessing. It was really, really cool to be a part of that. It was a short film movie, and it actually like took 2 years to film. I know that's crazy, but a lot of scenes, had to get redone, due to some characters having to, they had to move out of state, so we had to redo all of their scenes. And it would have been out 2 years ago, but I'm actually very grateful for the movie barely coming out this past year or this year, because I think if it would have came out 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I don't think it would have been a bigger, it would have been as popping as it is today. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. So it was it's a short film movie. Everything pretty much was filmed in Avondale, Arizona. And it was a great time. I learned a lot. I respect a lot of filmmakers. I respect a lot of, thank you. I respect a lot of actors. Like, it's crazy, just the time consuming and being a part of that. So it was fun, and anybody that wants to watch it, it's on YouTube. There's also another website that you can watch it. It's only 35 minutes, real short, but it took us a while to make.
Listen, tell us, your part was Marcelino, right? Tell us a little bit about Marcelino, who you played in the movie.
Marcelino went on a date with a girl that everybody knows not to go on a date with because she has a crazy family. She has a crazy personality. And so took her on a date, and we're driving her uncle, which is a drug dealer. We're driving his car, his lowrider. And he's in jail, and when him going to jail, he lost a lot of drugs pretty much. And so there's guys out there looking for him, and they see that his old school car is driving around the neighborhood. So they're like, he's out of jail. Let's go get our money. But it's actually his niece driving it, and then I'm the guy on the date. And so we go out to dinner, we go to a house party, and they see the car. Next thing you know, we're pretty much for the rest of the movie running away from guys trying to kill us, And on top of that not only are they coming after us, Marcelino and another character, which I forgot his name, but that's the artist that sang that song, Who Hurt You, A-Dub. We set a guy up, a paisa guy up. That's how they say it in the movie. We set this guy up and stole his drugs, and Marcelino's is a genius. He did it the right way. We had a girl, pretty much a girl go with him that we set up to go with him, and then we broke into the house. She acted, one of those things. And so this paisa guy's after me too. So at the same time, I got this paisa guy after me, knowing I had that guy after me. Then I have this new guys coming after me. So pretty much the whole movie, I was running. You know what I mean? Like I was running from getting killed. You know what I mean? So it was a fun time.
And why the name Sweetbread though? Were you throwing pan dulces at them when they were chasing you, or what?
So the director's a Chicano. The director's a Chicano, just like myself. A lot of people don't know this, but I don't speak Spanish as well. I grew up as a Chicano, more into the lowriders. I grew up into, the old school stuff and all that. And I mean, I still show love to that culture as well. So he doesn't speak Spanish that well either. So instead of him calling it pan dulce, his biggest thing is just trying to, incorporate the culture that we have. We have people have chocolate chip cookies. Well, we have conchas, you know what I mean? So it was just pretty much, he just decided to name it Sweetbread, and how it all started was us wanting to get, what's it called? Sweetbread, if that makes sense, And so pretty much at the same time of our movie, we're on the mission to get Sweetbread in the morning, which is just I never decided to do that in the morning, but it was just part of the director's, thoughts and what he felt. And I'm going to respect anybody that writes whatever they would love to write down and vote for it. I'm never going to question anybody that, if that's what they wrote down and that's their thoughts. It's kind of like if somebody would ask me, why did you just drop a shirt that's glow in the dark? You know what I mean? So it's just like whatever you feel like is best and whatever you want to do, go ahead and do it and don't be shy, Yeah.
Yeah. So we saw last week, we talked a little bit about you, and then how I said, like, you've always been, like, so ambitious and hardworking, doing, lots of things going on all the time, multiple things, I feel like. So where do you see yourself in, like, 5 years?
I hate this question, but as I continue to work, the reason why I hate the question is because me personally, I was supposed to be that firefighter, that, you know, that medical field guy, nothing in my head was thinking about what I do today. You know, I never even thought about dropping a brand. Never thought about still being in the club scene. So I hate to say that, because I was like, yeah, in about 20, you know, about 30 years old, I'm gonna be a firefighter, you know, on to my 4th year being one, and all that. But as of what I'm living right now and the life I'm living, you know, for sure, I'm an entrepreneur, where everybody's like, oh, you're an entrepreneur. But, you know, it's just about, there's entrepreneurs that they say they're doing stuff, but then there's entrepreneurs that are actually doing stuff and actually killing goals. And that's where, you know, the same thing as, hey, and I don't like to speak about money, but a lot of people, like, they down talk a club promoter because, like, oh, you just get free shots and bottles and you go home. When at the end of the day, I turn, you know, what I make into a salary that I'm comfortable, you know, for me to, you know, I built it to that, you know, and I built a brand, I built a name, I built merchandise off of it. And like I said, I could have been that firefighter where I had it, but had the hookup and everything. I had the station name and everything, was ready to go, but I decided to go for my first love. And so if you were to ask me where I see myself in 5 years, I definitely do want to open up a couple restaurants. That's just something that I've always seen, like, not so much, oh, it's because I love and I want to cook. And no, I can't cook anything. But I just see myself as, you know, being that person that's kind of like Monopoly, you know, business here, business there. My name's over here, you know, maybe I'll open up a tire shop, you know. But for sure, a lot of people ask me, so you want to own a club, don't you? And I was like, I would love to. I was like, but I don't want that to be my full main focus, where I have to go check in, you know, because I'm 28 years old. There's nothing wrong with being somebody that's over 30 years old, still working for the club scene. But I want to own a club, or I want to own a part of it where, you know, I don't want to be, I'm not going to be that guy on the microphone at 30 years old, people. So you guys better come celebrate. If you want to see me on the mic, you got 2 years left, you know. But definitely just an entrepreneur, you know. Who knows how big my merchandise will get? You know, maybe I might throw like a pop-up shop, you know, in Westgate. You know, I might throw a pop-up shop downtown, you know, if it gets that big, and start collabing with people. Definitely want to get more into the festivals. I was blessed to be a part of the Pot of Gold, which was last year. I don't know if you remember that. And to be one of the main promoters, you know, for the Latin scene, when we brought out Evie Queen, right? Evie Queen? Yeah. Brought out Ozuna. He's this tall. To my ladies that don't like short guys but love Ozuna, I'm just letting you know. I have a picture with him, and I was like, how you doing? But it was a blessing, you know, to Post Malone, the game, just to be in that, like, to be in that mix, you know. And it was more, I'm way over the stage of meeting celebrities, unless it's Drake. I really want to meet Drake, I'm not gonna lie, but but I'm way over that, you know. It was more of like, let's network, like, what could I do to, like, do something for you every time you come to Arizona? I want to be that plug, you know. I want to be that phone call. Hey, you need to go to a club, call Luciano. Or hey, you need to go to a hot taco spot, call Luciano. So that is my biggest thing, you know. I want to be that Latino of Arizona, kind of like a tour guide, you know, if that makes sense. To anybody, of course, I'm always willing to answer. You should see how many times, I want to say over 40 times, I replied to people yesterday asking, where did I get those tacos? Even though I tagged Uno's Tacos, they still ask me, but I'm willing to answer. I'm willing to answer everybody's message, you know, unless it's something about my unconnected beard that I cut off.
Oh, yes, I saw that. Yeah.
But
it was like playing connect the dots there.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, but yeah. So to be something in that sense, you know, to be a entrepreneur, I just don't see myself never not working, you know. So salute to my dad, 65 years old, still moving like crazy. Retired a couple of years ago from the construction, you know, blocking concrete, which he did over 20 years. And then he'll call me like, yo, let's go do a small job. I'm like, I love it. Like, yeah, let's go. You know, because he hates to just sit down. Like, I can't see myself retired until I can't walk. Does that make sense? Like, until I can't physically get up and walk, like, I don't think I'm gonna ever retire. So entrepreneur forever. Like I said, a lot of people ask what happened in the medical field, and I just lost the desire to do it, you know. And I literally, and I'm not gonna be that firefighter that's gonna half-ass it, you know. And it's a very respected job. Went to school, got my degree for it. Last I was working at the hospital, I was working in surgery, so I was in the mix. I was like, you know, doing everything as well as working in the club scene, and I just fell in love with the entrepreneur lifestyle, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I love it. So now let's get to know a little bit more about you, a little bit of your favorites.
100%.
Okay? What's your favorite food?
Favorite food is gonna be, of course, if they were saying, hey, you can only eat this and this only, I'm a pasta type of guy. So chicken Alfredo,
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like spaghetti. Is that weird? I'll eat it. I just not like. I don't know if I'm just like not a red sauce guy.
Maybe
'Cause I
that
don't like red.
tomato sauce. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be Alfredo. Like even when it comes to menudo, like I really don't like red
Mm-hmm.
menudo. I eat the white
Oh
menudo.
yeah,
It's weird.
yeah.
I'll eat it all,
Mm-hmm.
but I just like okay, like you're gonna watch me not enjoy it if that makes sense.
How about snack? A snack is different.
What was that?
Snack. Favorite snack.
Favorite snack? Like as far as like chips and stuff, or just
Yeah.
kind of weird, but pickle with hot Cheeto puffs or
You are
pickles.
so Mexican.
I'm very basic. Hot Cheeto puffs, of course, pickles, and I'm gonna say no. It's only when I go to the movies. Popcorn and jalapenos. Never mind.
Oh, popcorn and jalapenos. That's my thing.
People said that's gross.
Yes.
They wild.
No, that's the best.
But you know what's weird is I can't do it. I can't do that with like at home. I can only do it at the movie theaters. I don't know why.
Theaters. Yeah, it's a movie theater.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, those would be my snacks.
Do you have a go-to drink?
Go-to drink as far as liquor or
anything? Yeah.
Go-to drink. I try to stay away from soda, but I'm a big Dr. Pepper fan. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Pepper fan. When it comes to liquor, sponsored by Hennessy. One time.
Oh,
So of course, my Henny Coda Colada. I have a drink named after me, which is it's pretty much like a pina colada, but it's with Hennessy, rum, pineapple. So that's really really good for mine. And then when it comes to the tequila.
Mm-hmm.
Tequila? Perdón.
Tequila.
Un poquito español. I've been drinking, and it has nothing to do with the Samoan blood in me, but I've been drinking the Rocks tequila. Like, it is I have a bottle in the Jeep right now. Like, it is really, really good. Can we see a bottle?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I've been wanting to try it.
You got to try this, people. Terramana tequila. And I'm not saying this because he's the Rock and he's my favorite wrestler. And, he got the Polynesian blood like me. But, it's really good. Like you will not make a face drinking this. And then of course,
yes. Mm-hmm.
1942. That's the to go as well.
That's the one. Movie. Do you have a favorite movie?
Favorite movie? It's gonna be all the Cholo movies, of course. Sweetbread the movie, of course. It's gonna be American Me, Blood In Blood Out, Mi Vida Loca, a movie called, which I just found out it's not called Crash. It's with Paul Walker in it. It's called it's not Crash. I thought it was Crash this whole time. It's something else. It's another name, but it's like 4 or 5 different stories in one movie.
It's not
like
Crash?
Huh?
It's not called Crash?
I thought it was called Crash, but it's not. It's something else. Or maybe it is Crash. Maybe it's Inside Crash or something, but there's definitely another word above it. And another movie. I'm a big Disney movie. My sister works at Disney World, but I've always been really huge. I know this is weird, but I've always been big into Pixar and Disney. So Coco, of course. The latest one that I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there was sadder than Coco because we get it. The Nana died. Like, it was very sad. I get it. But it's kind of like, she's going to pass away. Look at her. What is it called? What did we just see? It's the one where it just came out. They're like, what is it called? They're like fairies or like inward, onward.
Oh, Onward?
Onward.
It's a Disney movie?
Pixar, yeah. Well, yeah. It's because it's Disney and then there's Pixar. So, like, people...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're a Disney movie. That was sad. I'm not going to lie. I almost teared up. Like, okay, I did tear once. I did tear once, but I went to war talking to my sister because my sister's a graphic designer, director for Disney World. She's been there for 10 plus years. And she was like, Coco sadder. I was like, no, this movie's sadder. And I love Coco. I'll get Coco tatted on me. Like, Coco's a really good movie, but yeah, those are my movies right now.
Do you have a favorite pan dulce? Favorite sweetbread? You got
the pig one? What's the pig one called?
Oh, the cochito. Yes, it's a cochito, right?
Cochito?
The brown one. Yeah.
Cochinito? That could be a song. Cochinito. Yeah, that's like
that's your go-to.
Yeah, when she buys them, I'm like, yo, you already know, get 5 just for me. Like, I'm gonna eat those in one sitting. Like, that's just my thing. Break them in half, put them in milk. Woo!
Favorite sport?
Played basketball all my life. But my favorite sport would have to be football. Just watching it. Never played football because I was so focused on basketball. And plus, I was like a twig back in high school. And so I would have to say football. Football is the most enjoyable sport to watch for me.
And then in basketball, you got to play alongside some of the athletes here, right? In some tournaments?
Yeah, in a celebrity game. So I've been
Mm-hmm.
blessed to be a part of three celebrity games. Two
Mm-hmm.
of them, or four. One of them was the same podcast radio. Shout out to them for always bringing me out. I got to play alongside a lot of the local rappers. I got to play, Futuristic is one of the biggest and best ones in my eyes. I got to play alongside some of the football players who were part of it. If they're not a Minnesota Viking player, I don't care. But
it was
no, yeah,
Tyrann Matthew. You played against Tyrann.
I gotta be Tyrann Matthews, Honey Badgers teammate
Mm-hmm.
on Bootleg Kev's. That was Bootleg Kev's celebrity basketball game. Cedric Sabalas, which is a really huge Suns player back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I got to play along the guys that created You're a Jerk, and I didn't even know.
Oh, yeah.
I had to ask later on. I'm like, who are those guys? They're like, you never heard the song You're a Jerk? I'm like, oh, my God. I got to play alongside Baby Bash, Joey Boy from the Morning Mess. It was a blessing. I hope Bootleg Kev does that again because he really brought out a lot of good people, but also as well Potson. So, and we were balling. Like I was scoring. Like I was so good.
Do you have a favorite athlete?
Favorite athlete? As far anything in general?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to say Devin Booker for being one of them. He's one of them. He's not gonna be my favorite because I kind of got more insight on Devin Booker and actually met him. I'm not gonna say he's a bad person. He's a very good person. Very good, very great player. So Devin Booker would definitely be one of them because he's just a great all-around player, and I really love that. I'm not a Cardinal fan at all. I'm sorry. I tried. I gave you guys like a million chances, but Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah. How about Larry? Yeah.
Hands down, is how I want to be recognized. Not so much as a great ball player, but outside of the field. Like that man has done it all. And I really, really appreciate the type of person he is, the mindset he has, the hard working he has. And on top of that, being a really great ball player, So definitely Larry Fitzgerald. And last but not least, I would have to say, who would it be? I know I'm missing somebody. There's another one. I'll think of it later on. He's a soccer player, but I forgot. Neymar.
Neymar.
I don't know. I think he's just dope. He just got that swag. Like he just he don't gotta say.
He
don't gotta
came
say
out
nothing.
on Netflix too. Casa de Papel. He came out on a Netflix series. Neymar.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I gotta check that out. See, I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm just like this is like my first time even watching Netflix. Like I literally had to dust off the PlayStation, buy all the new games. Okay, listen to this. The last time I was on my PlayStation, because it was starting the quarantine, we're being at home and all that, I still had MLB 2017. So that was 3 years ago. I had NBA 2K 17. Everything was 17. So I was like, I had to buy all the new games now. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I've been playing.
You play Madden?
Madden's my favorite. Madden is my favorite.
All right. So it's perfect because these next questions are Madden questions.
Let's get it.
So Madden ratings, okay? We're going to rate yourself. We're going to rate Luciano in Madden ratings. We're going to have some categories. Snuggling.
Right. Snuggling?
Mm-hmm.
What would you rate that? Hey. I'm a good snuggler. Am I comfy? I'm a teddy bear, so I'm a teddy bear. So I'm pretty good. I mean, if I can't breathe, I'm gonna move but it's probably I'm a good snuggler. I would rate it a 90. 87. All right, we'll give myself 87.
Wow. Okay. Look, Eric says lies like a 0. He says.
Oh wow! Appreciate the love. Shout out to Uzi one time.
Okay, driving.
I'm all.
Not the Jeep.
It matters what I'm. It matters what I'm driving. If I'm in the Corvette, if I'm in my Jeep, or if I'm in my Who Hurt You truck. I'm out of 100. No, not a 5. I'm gonna say in the Corvette because I'm really comfortable in the Corvette. I'm gonna say a 78. It's kind of low.
Okay.
The Jeep always breaks it down
horrible.
on me. So. The Jeep is a 45 because it always breaks down on me. I have no luck when it comes off-roading.
I can see that. Cooking,
I'm a 12 out of 100. I could cook eggs. I could pray the tortilla. You cut tortillas in little triangles and throw them in there with the oil first. They always get burnt, but I like burnt. Like I like burnt.
Oh,
So,
okay.
a little bit. That's my excuse. But I can cook eggs. I can cook Easy Mac. Top ramen. Don't even. Oh my god, I'm great at top ramen.
Oh,
Yeah, cereal out of this world. Nobody can touch me.
cereal. Do you put the milk first though?
I don't. I put the cereal.
Okay,
first.
good. Yeah, who puts the milk first?
Who's weird?
I know, that's weird. I'm like, you don't even know how much milk until you put the cereal.
Yeah, you already know it's gonna overflow.
It's weird.
And you gotta tap it down. Crazy.
And you gotta add more. Your TikTok abilities.
TikTok abilities. I'm learning. I'm learning. I've actually chopped it up with a big TikToker out here, where he's those ones that like he'll like go straight and then he turns into a whole nother person and change outfits.
Yeah.
See me, I just throw the phone like this and just lip sync. So my TikTok abilities aren't there yet.
Your ability to answer 100 consecutive texts that says, "Hey, I'm outside. Can you get me in?"
If it's after 11, my phone's on airplane mode. Literally. Like, I give you guys a whole 6 days or 5 days to text my code, get in free, and you guys still get there. I'm like, be there by 11, be there by 11. You could be 10:59. If it's 11 o'clock, like, I'm still going to take care of you. If it's 11:01, my phone turns off, my airplane mode. I'm sorry. But I saw you snapping at 12 o'clock. Yeah, that's fine. It is what it is. But, yeah.
Now finish this sentence. Luciano is bad at
being patient. I'm not a patient person. I salute to everybody that is a very patient person. Which you're probably like, well, what happened last week? No, I'm saying, like right now, we're 45 minutes away from a gas station, and I was like, hey, I gotta get to this gas station. I need service. I need to make sure like I'm on point. I did her dirty last week, as I would say. So we got lucky. Thank God, Fossil Creek, it had service. Has I glitched yet? If I haven't, thank God. I'm not moving my phone. But my patience was like turned off the music. I'm like, I gotta hurry up. Cars in front of me. I'm driving a Jeep with big tires. I'm impatient like no other.
Nicasio. Hey, Nicasio. Oh, shut up.
Hey, shout out DJ Nicasio in the building. If you guys want to lose weight, hit up DJ Nicasio.
Oh, yes. DJ
I know
Nicasio from Tino Cochino Radio.
Hey, shout out to TCR one time.
All right, it says, Luciano is drunk when?
When the unbutton starts to unbutton.
Oh.
For sure. When the unbutton starts to unbutton, I never fall. I'm grateful for that. I never fall off the speakers and the stage of Monarch, thank God. When I'm good, when I start saying on the mic, I'm good, or you'll start hearing me lip sync, and then I'll mess up the whole song. So that's definitely when I'm feeling myself a little too much. But yeah, that's when. And then also, because I'm very professional at pouring, because I don't let nobody put their lips on the bottle I receive, like Hennessy bottles and champagne. Like, as you can see my finger, like I'd make sure that's like my finger's on your chin. You know what I mean? So like I pour up. Well, when I start pouring without that finger out, your whole outfit is gonna be full of Hennessy, and you're gonna be smelling crazy for the rest of the night. So. Oh,
look! It says he starts hugging people.
Now, I don't hug people. I don't. That's no chill. Uzi. I don't. That's
You're a hugger.
I'm not a hugger. I don't. No.
It says when you're drunk. Vente para acá.
I know, right?
Well, thanks so much for coming in.
Of course.
With the second Saturday, part 2,
yes.
and finish our conversation. And be safe out there in the woods 100%. And you're camping.
Yeah, you already know. I will. Like I said, I just gotta get to where we're at and then set up the tent, and we'll be good. Start making.
Have you set up a tent before? Do you know how to?
Oh yeah. I have 100%.
Boy Scout. Yeah, Boy Scout.
Yeah, me and my dad used to go. But yeah, hey, I appreciate you for everything. Like I said, anytime you need me on here, make sure next time. I know I've been promising you every time we get on, but I'll be at my office where I'm just set up and ready. But at the end of the day, it's a beautiful view. So shout out to the view one time. So yeah, the city and state I love truly, but. Yeah, I appreciate you for putting me on this. And like I said, much success to you. You're everywhere. I mean, you're at the World Series. If you ever need somebody to just hold your paperwork, let me know. I'll be the assistant. So I can go to the World Series and all the basketball and football games. But yeah, I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, let's definitely do this again whenever.
Yes, it was great talking to you. Have fun. Be
Always.
safe. Bye.
Thank you. You already know. All right, bye.